South Carolina Gamecocks. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team from the AAC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. A first down for the offense. Got the quick completion. Open space at the 25. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Gamecocks are in the hurry up. They'll try the run. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Gentry. Going downfield for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure. But this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. It's loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Still running at the 40. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Dropping back, it's Gentry. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Pulls it, fired complete. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. On the option. Ball is loose. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the first down.
Ooh, definitely dodged a bullet there. Listen, the quarterbacks don't run with the football all the time in practice, and they're not used to all that contact sometimes. Have a tendency to cough it up a little bit. A bad play because he coughed it up? Could have been worse, though. Good thing he landed on it.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. He tries to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar line. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The give and the run on 4th down. He's loose down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Green Wave. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Florida is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in the Swamp. They're up by 7 over Penn State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Ellis?
Thanks for the update. update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Gentry. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages. This offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The RPO, it's complete. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tulane.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sanders. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking to throw, it's Gentry. Flushed out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Off the play fake. He fires one deep over the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
It's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Working that left side now. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Unloads it left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Trying to turn the corner on the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive game. Now let's go get 7.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Try to get it on the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. On the option. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Gentry. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he's brought down after a huge completion. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going.
He wants to take the top off. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Green Wave. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Going to try to get it himself. At the 20, he's got space. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. To the air, it's Gentry. Time to take a shot. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. He He's going to bring it out from deep. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Finds his big tight end. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
He'll do it himself. Puts it on at midfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against 3-4 defenses when they can get pass rushes from the interior of their defensive line. How can you complete throws against this defense if you can't step up into the pocket?
After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because the speed on defense.
Deep in his own territory as he reels in that punt. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Dropping back, it's Gentry. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane!
And quarterbacks in zone coverage, they have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You could tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Florida Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time. They're up 14 over Penn State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for a man. It's Gentry. Buys a little time. Fires on the move. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
On second down, looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Hit as he throws. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Touchdown, Green Wave! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. First down for this offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying play action. The freshman able to get home with the sack. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put...
After giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Looking for a block, it's Clements.
The return is brought down at the 36, and the Tulane offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
On the
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Reads it, fires complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
2nd and very short here for the offense. Red pass, it's complete. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
He leaves it with his back. Across the 25, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They run the reverse. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter.
The end of the 3rd quarter with the score. Tulane 44, South Carolina 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Motion from the offense. Running back searching for a hole. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Green Wave! And the punishment has been extended.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Coming out with it, it's Sanders. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to...
Makes the grab on the right. Hit the afterburners, kid. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Dropping back, it's Jen. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Carolina, 20.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
First and 10.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterback. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Gets it out quickly. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Puts him in the spinner, still running. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Gain of 2. Second down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter games.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there on the plains, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 24 to Ohio State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score. Going for the big play. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Trying to get to it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Crosses to 40. And stampeding through the defense. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Direct snap. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to get outside. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Well, it's 3rd and short. The offense is trying to go outside with the toss play, but too much speed defensively, forcing 4th down.
You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's Nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Back to throw, it's Gentry. Receiver looks it in, it's complete.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. One more play to pad the stats. Give to the back. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.